illegal immigration is definitely going to be stopped. We were all glad to hear of Mr. Bevin's recovery and return to Paris. He is reported to have said on landing, "We've had enough talk, now let's get down to business." Well, there certainly had been a lot of talk during his absence, not about peacemaking, but all about procedure. Eventually, the British compromise of the 2/3 versus simple majority voting argument was adopted by 15 votes to 6. But next day, an amendment to reject this decision was put by Mr. Molotov.
По многим серьезным вопросам. Нельзя допустить, чтобы эти вопросы решались большинством в один голос.
Dr. Everett, Australia, who had previously joined battle, so to speak, with Mr. Molotov, now scored an obvious point.
Mr. Molotov thinks there's some magic in the fraction 2/3. If there is such magic in that fraction, then there's magic in the vote of 15 to 6, because that is more than a 2/3 vote.
And Mr. Alexander for Great Britain was cogency itself.
Mr. President and fellow delegates, it seems to me that this plenary conference today, this plenary session, has been presented with a proposition by Mr. Molotov which will hardly bear examination. It is, in brief, that we should reject the recommendation of the Commission on Rules and Procedure, which has carried its will by 15 votes to 6. This plenary conference is, of course, rightly open to the free expression of the views of any delegation. But it is, I suggest, merely taking up unnecessary time to use the plenary session for long and tedious repetition of what has already been said and published to the world, because the world wants us to get on with making the peace.